What's good, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine, and today I have for you guys, I figured I would film basically like a series of these, but I'm basically going to be doing series of going through like my makeup collection and letting you guys know what I think about that product currently. And yeah, basically just going to be going through like every makeup item. So today we're going to be going through my primer collection, so all of my makeup primers and kind of my thoughts on those. And then I figured it would kind of be a little fun to kind of rate them on the scale maybe. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with the primers. Okay, the first primer that I have in my collection is the Beauty Creations Poreless Face Primer Pore Minimizing. Okay, and this is, like I was telling you guys, this is from Beauty Creations. This primer is mainly, its focus is to minimize your pores. This is actually one of my newer primers, so I haven't really had too much time to spend with it. It is like one of those like silicone based primers because it does feel like very silicone-y. So I just haven't had enough uses of it to really know whether I like it enough to like really recommend it. So not too much use, and I don't really know if it really does minimize my pores, just because, like I said, I legit have, I think, only used this one time. So I need to test it out a lot more to see whether I'm gonna like it or not. However, I will say that the finish or like the texture of it is comparable to like the Smashbox, like what is it called? I don't know if it's the Photo Focus one, but there's one that feels very silicone-y. This is a similar texture to that. The next one is the Power Grip Primer by e.l.f. And this one, as you can see, is in the blue container because I also have the Power Grip Primer by e.l.f. with 4% niacinamide, whatever you say, however you say that. Okay, so I have both of these. I will be honest, I really do prefer the blue one. I don't know, I'm trying to see like if there's a difference, but I actually like the blue one a lot better. I think this is a really great primer from the drugstore. It gets compared a lot to the Milk like Grip Primer. I've never tried that, so I'm not really sure how this compares to that, but I will say for the drugstore, I feel like this is a great primer. It really helps your makeup stay in place and makes your makeup be a lot more long wearing. So I really do like that. I will say this one, how do I explain the difference to me? I don't really know how to explain the difference to you guys, but I do notice that like with this one, I feel like I have a longer wear with this one than with the pink one. So this is a really like gripping, like nice tacky primer if you really want your makeup to stay in place. So that's one thing I love, and it's drugstore, so they are very, very affordable. The next primer that I have is the Urban Decay All Nighter Face Primer, and this one says that it's long wear foundation grip, preps, smooths, and perfects. And this is actually another one of my newer primers. I think I have not even used this yet. Yes, so this is a primer that I haven't used yet, purchased it, but it's in my collection. So I have no idea any thoughts or anything like that to say. I bought this solely because I love the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, and I was like, if the setting spray works, this has to work just as good. So we will see, and I will let you guys know in future videos what I think about this. The next primer is the e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. I will say I do like this one better in terms of the consistency because I like that it's a liquid. However, I will say like I don't really feel like it smooths out my pores. I do have really big pores like I've mentioned before, so I don't know if it's because of the size of my pores on my face, but I really just didn't feel like it smoothed anything out. For that reason, I didn't really feel like it did what it was supposed to do, so I don't really like this one as much. Then I do also have the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I was honestly had a very high expectations for this because a lot of people raved about this primer, saying that it really smoothed out the pores. I didn't feel that. I didn't really get the hype about it. I didn't really feel like it smoothed out the pores. I didn't feel like it created a really nice canvas. The price point is it's an affordable drugstore primer, so that's good. But I also don't like the texture, like the consistency of the primer. It wasn't something that I will probably repurchase, to be honest. Then we have this Wet n Wild Impossible Primer, and this is the one silicone-free primer that does it all. And this claims to mattify, hydrate, blurs pores, and it preps for long-lasting makeup, and it's silicone-free. I honestly forgot that I had this primer in my collection. I think I have only used it once when I was filming a Wet n Wild video for you guys. I need to try this out again because it honestly is saying a lot of things. Like it's saying it mattifies, it hydrates, and it blurs pores. Those are a lot of claims, and those are all claims that like I literally need, and it's saying that it's silicone free. So I'm putting it on the skin, which is weird that it says it's silicone free because it has the same texture as a silicone primer. So yeah, it's water based. So I'm a little confused how it does that, but yeah, I'm gonna try this out and then let you guys know because I've only tried it once and I don't remember what my first impression was on this when I first tried it out, if I'm being completely honest. Then we have the L'Oreal Paris Magic Perfecting Base. This primer's main thing that it focuses on is it minimizes the pores. That's the biggest claim that this primer says to do. Like, it minimizes the pores. And I actually had gotten this because people had said that this was a good dupe for the Benefit Professionals. Okay, I will say I don't think it's an exact dupe for the Benefits Professional one. However, I do actually like this. I feel like you get a lot of product for, the container that you get, and you only need a very small amount. So it does last you a long time. And honestly, I do feel like it minimizes the pores. It doesn't completely blur them if you have really big pores like I do, but it does minimize them. So your skin does look a little bit more, you can't see as much texture on your face. So I actually do really like this for a drugstore primer. And last but not least, I have the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. So this is like a moisturizer, but a primer in one as well. I'm a very oily person, so I normally, if I'm gonna go in with this, I just use this by itself and I don't go in with another moisturizer. But I absolutely love this. This is literally my fave primer of all time so far, in my collection, because it literally gives you such a flawless base for you to apply your makeup. It's non-oily and it's not gonna matte you out, but I do feel like your makeup just glides on so smoothly when you use this. So I would def recommend. Now to the part where we're basically going to go and rate the primers in my current collection. In the last spot, we are going to put the Urban Decay All Nighter Face Primer. The only reason I'm putting it in the last spot is because I haven't actually tried this primer. So I feel like it would be unfair for me to actually rate it and put it higher in the scale if I haven't actually tried it. I will let you guys know more in the future if I really like this product or not. In the 8th spot, we're going to do the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer because, like I said, not my fave. It is affordable, but I don't like the texture. I don't really feel like it did much for my pores. I will say then in the 7th spot, I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer because it's affordable. However, I just don't really feel like it really did much. So I just don't really feel like it was that great. We are going to go ahead and put this in the 6th spot, and it's gonna be the Beauty Creations Poreless Face Primer because the first time I tried it, I didn't necessarily hate it. So I feel like I'm gonna go ahead and put it there. Then I'm gonna go ahead and put in the 5th spot, the Wet n Wild Impossible Primer. I know that I haven't used it more than once, but I wanna say that I feel like for the price point, it's claiming to do a lot of things. So we're gonna put it in the 5th spot because I feel like you can't go wrong just trying it out to see if you like it or not. Number 4, I'm gonna say it's gonna be the Power Grip e.l.f. the Niacinamide one, the 4, just because I do also think that this is a really good one. Although I don't like it as much as I like the blue one from e.l.f., I still think this is a really good product. Number 3, I am going to be saying it's the L'Oreal Paris Magic Perfecting Base because I feel that this is honestly probably the best primer that I've seen at the drugstore that really helps cover your pores for the price point. Number 2, I'm actually going to say the Power Grip Primer by e.l.f. And I'm going to say that because I feel like this does help your makeup last a lot longer on your skin. And I feel like you can't go wrong with the price point. This is a really good product for the price point. Number 1 takes the hand is going to be the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. This is going to take the number 1 spot just because, like I was telling you guys, she is pricey. However, she is a very, very good primer. She will give you a flawless finish. And I think honestly, this is going to be good for anybody who's oily like me. Even if you're dry skin, I think this is going to be a good product for you to have. Alrighty guys, so those are all my primers that I have currently in my collection. Let me know what your thoughts are on some of those primers if you've already tried some of those, or let me know if there are any primers that you absolutely love and you have oily skin like myself, or any primers that you would say that are good for oily skin, large pores. Let me know in the comments below any of those primers because I would love to try them out. And if you're not already subscribed, guys, go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button to help your girl get to her 300 subscribers. I would really appreciate it. And don't forget to like this video for more content like this. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with another video. Bye guys.